Welcome to News 9. You are watching On Point with me. In today's edition, I have 3 on points for you. Jyotirling to be restored at Somnath after 1,000 years. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar unveils the ancient Shivalinga. AAP's move to field its Rajya Sabha MP Sanjeev Arora in Assembly by-poll has fueled speculations about Arvind Kejriwal joining Rajya Sabha and quitting Delhi politics. Politics heat up in Tamil Nadu. Amit Shah targets DMK, says anti-national tendencies are on the rise in the state, while Vijay celebrates the first anniversary of his party and targets both BJP and DMK. But first, headlines. Crores of devotees take dip in Sangam on final Amrit Snan on the occasion of Mahashivratri. Bihar CM Nitish Kumar expands cabinet, inducts 7 new faces from BJP. Centre opposes live ban on convicted politicians, tells Supreme Court that the decision lies with Parliament. Rescue operation in Telangana tunnel continues for the 5th day. Rescuers plan to use sniffer dogs to locate trapped workers. Search operation underway after terrorist fire at army vehicle in JK's Rajouri. Just a day after quitting BJP over Hindi imposition row, Tamil actor Ranjana joins TVK. Climate activist Sonam Wangchuk writes to Prime Minister Modi, says India needs to take a lead in glacier preservation. US President shares bizarre AI-generated video of Trump Gaza vision as he plans a takeover. And Taiwan dispatches forces in response to China live fire drills off island. The ancient Somnath Jyotirlinga, believed to have been lost for a millennium, has resurfaced, marking a monumental moment in Bharat's spiritual heritage. The first and foremost of the 12 Jyotirlingas, the Somnath Jyotirling in Saurashtra, was revered for its extraordinary properties. Ancient scriptures described it as levitating 2 feet above the ground, held in place by a magnetic force that defied gravity. 1,000 years ago, Mahmud of Ghazni invaded Bharat and plundered Somnath temple. He also desecrated the Jyotirling. While many believed it was lost forever, a lineage of Agnihotri Brahmins secretly preserved its fragments and carried them to South India, where they worshipped them in secrecy for centuries. The sacred knowledge was carefully passed down, eventually reaching Sitaram Shastri, who safeguarded the fragments for 20 years. This was claimed by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar in his article today. Awaiting the right moment for their reinstallation in 1924, Saint Sri Pranavendra Saraswati entrusted the fragments to Kanchi Shankaracharya Swami Chandrasekharan Saraswati, who foretold that the Jyotirling must remain hidden for another 100 years before it returns. The Shankaracharya decreed, as per the story, preserve it in secrecy, and after a century, entrust it to a saint in Karnataka named Shankara. And that's how it concluded, and this is how Sri Sri Ravi Shankar mentions it. Fulfilling the prophecy, the Jyotirling re-emerged in 2024 under the guidance of President Kanchi Shankaracharya, with the blessings of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. In January 2025, the sacred Somnath Jyotirling was ceremoniously brought to the Art of Living International Centre in Bengaluru. After 1,000 years, the original Somnath Jyotirling is now set to return to its home in Gujarat before its consecration. The Jyotirling will embark on a spiritual journey across India, visiting all 12 Jyotirlingas to offer devotees the opportunity to seek blessings. A 40-day purification ritual known as Kalakarshan will be performed according to the Saiva traditions, preparing the Jyotirling for its final consecration. My colleague spoke to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar.
A 1,000-year-old fragment of the Somnath temple would be bought here. First, if you could elaborate more on it, what is it all about and what are we going to see this month?
The Somnath temple in Gujarat was destroyed, and the pieces of that Shivlingam was taken by some Agnihotris of Tamil Nadu. They were holding in their homes. 100 years ago, they went and met Chandrasekhara Saraswati Shankaracharya of Kanchi Kamkoti Pita. He said, don't bring this out for another 100 years. Keep it in your home only, don't tell anybody. And then Shankaracharya has said that after 100 years, when the Ram temple will be done, then you go and give that Shivlingam to Gurudev here in Bangalore. So that's how Shivling had. They were holding it for 100 years and they brought it to me. And it is so amazing, this Shivling has magnetic force in it. It has 140 gauge of magnet. So geologists say this is not from our planet. This must have come from some meteoroid or from some other planet. So, and it is a great moment for everybody. The whole country is so excited and everyone is wanting to take the blessings of Lord Somnath, who has come out of, to manifest again, to bless everyone again. And this Shivratri we are doing puja for this. Jyotirling.
Also because it's something that has come out after 1,000 years and relics, उसकी खुद की एक जर्नी होती है सर. तो ये हजारों साल में इसकी जर्नी के बारे में अगर हम आप बता सकते हैं, ज्योतिर्लिंग गुजरात से साउथ इंडिया तक कैसे पहुंचा हुआ है उसके बारे में.
देखिए वही तो आश्चर्य की बात है ना. तो उन दिनों में वो लोग पैदल चल के आए थे, तो आते वो इसके टुकड़े भी, शिवलिंग के टुकड़े भी अपना पोटली में बांध के ले आए. अग्निहोत्री लोग स्वयं पाकी होते हैं, वो खुद ही खाना बनाते हैं, पका के खाते हैं, कहीं इधर उधर भोजन भी नहीं करते और खुद ही बनाते हैं और खाते हैं. वो बहुत नियम पालन करते हैं, वो लोग पैदल चलते हैं. और प्रणवानंद स्वामी जी करके उन्हीं में से एक सन्यासी बने, उन्होंने अपने पास रखा था. उसके बाद सीताराम जी जो जिनके पास अभी जिनसे मिला हमको, उनके ताऊ जी को मिला, उनके चाचा जी को मिला, फिर इनको मिला, फिर इनसे ऐसे परंपरा से वो लोग इसको बचा के हुए आ रहे थे.
सोमनाथ टेम्पल के जो कस्टोडियन थे उनसे आपकी बात हुई इसके बारे में, क्योंकि उनके पास ऐसे कोई प्रमाण नहीं और वो अभी तक ढूंढ ही रहे. और उसके बाद ये सोमनाथ वापस जाएगा या आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में ही रहेगा हमेशा के लिए, इसके बारे में कुछ?
अभी हम सोमनाथ जी का ये यात्रा करेंगे. इसका कलाकर्षण करके एक विधि होता है, तो वो शंकराचार्य महाराज ने कहा है कि इसके थ्रू हम करेंगे. अभी रामनाथ के पास जाएंगे, पहले रामेश्वरम जाएंगे, वहाँ सत्संग होगा, पूजा होगी. वैसे देश में प्रवास करते करते फिर हम सौराष्ट्र पहुँचेंगे. कार्तिक मास में हमने सोचा वहाँ जाके हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को, वो सोमनाथ ट्रस्ट के मुखिया है, और उन्होंने इतना अच्छा कि ये वाराणसी मंदिर को उन्होंने चमकाया, जो गली गली में जाना पड़ता था इतना बढ़िया बना दिया. ऐसे ही उन्होंने उज्जैन में भी महाकाल मंदिर का भी वो किया. वो बड़े शिव भक्त है. केदारनाथ में उन्होंने किया. अब सोमनाथ वहाँ जाएंगे और इनको जैसे वहाँ रखना है वो हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी देखेंगे.
The return of the Somnath Jyotirling is not just a spiritual event but a cultural and historical milestone, reconnecting India with its ancient roots and cultural heritage. Revered as the first among the 12 Jyotirlingas, the Somnath temple has stood as a pillar of Sanatan Dharma despite facing repeated destruction over the centuries. The return of the Somnath Jyotirling symbolizes the eternal nature of truth and divinity. This stands as a testament to India's divine legacy, rich history and culture, safeguarded through centuries of invasion and turmoil to which Bharat was subjected. It is a true celebration of Bharat's resilience, spirituality and timeless heritage. On this, I am joined by Dr. Anil K. Verma, Director of Center for Study of Society and Politics. It's truly astounding to find that the fragments of Somnath could survive for 1,000 years and would make their way back to its original spot.
I think it's one of the most amazing things in recent history probably. We know that our scriptures and other things, they have even survived more than beyond 1,000 years and so on. So I'm not actually surprised about its survival. I am only surprised about its resurfacing, not the survival, because the kind of secrecy that was maintained by these Agnotri Brahmins, and as Sri Shriji was just telling us, that they are very Puritans kind of Brahmins and maintaining all kind of rituals. But Kartikeya, you understand the psychology of the nation. That if I can remind your viewers that when Rameshwaram was being built, there is a very interesting story that Hanumanji asked Ramji that why you have named this thing Rameshwaram. So at the same time, Parvati ji was also there sitting at the Kailash with the Shankarji, and she asked why Ramji has made it and named it Rameshwaram. And both they gave so very wonderful answers. Hanumanji, when asked, so Ramji said, Ramasya Ishwara Sah Rameshwar, meaning thereby, one who is the God and Lord of Lord Ram. That is why it is Rameshwar. And when the same question was asked by Parvati ji to his husband, Lord Shankar, then Lord Shankar said, Ram Ishwaro Yasya Sah Rameshwar, meaning thereby कि राम जिसके ईश्वर है, the Lord Ram is the God of whom उसका ये मंदिर है. So what I am able to relate is that if Ramji comes, can Shivji be far behind? So that kind of thing I am seeing, that after 500 years we have a Ram temple, and then after 1,000 years this Shivlingam has the original Shivlingam. And as the story goes, and we have read in our scriptures, that all Shivlingams are Swayambhus. They haven't come from anywhere. And that's why I can buy this, this story that it was hanging in there. We haven't seen that, and nobody would probably survive today to tell the exact nature of how it looked like. But because all the Shivlingams, all the 12 Jyotirlingams, they are Swayambhus. The Swayambhu in itself means that they are not created by anything, they are self-generated and divinely ordained. So all the Shivlingams, if they are hanging in there, if they have magnetic quality, if they have electromagnetic quality, if they have these qualities without any element of iron and all that, I would be surprised. So there are many surprises in Indian spiritual history and Indian spiritual journey. But what it means to me is that it is a great discovery. Of course, the interesting part is that Ravi Shankar ji is not claiming any charisma for this act. He is very apt and he is very simple, and he is very clearly narrating that he has just received it some from.
There is another aspect of it, and that aspect is renewal of the ancient Hindu sites. For example, Kashi, the way Ujjain has been redone, the way Ayodhya has come up. In 1950s, Somnath came up despite opposition, the renewal and the reconstruction and the consecration. It reflects a different India, and it reflects a different sort of an interaction of people with its own cultural history. I think there is a dynamic shift in the way people are interacting with their own past.
Obviously, Kartikeya, you can see that happening at Ayodhya. We live in Uttar Pradesh, and the kind of congregation that we have seen in Ayodhya is just amazing. Never in the history of humanity there has been any congregation of any kind anywhere in the entire world And of course, when a congregation of this magnitude happens, I won't be surprised if minor skirmishes are there or minor mishaps are there because of the bewildering number of the people who are humanity collecting in one particular place. The plus side of the entire congregation is that in spite of this huge congregation, things are going so very smoothly, notwithstanding some stampedes and notwithstanding some other inconvenience to travelers. But most of the people whom I see on the television being interviewed by several TV channels, they feel so very happy in spite of all the inconvenience that they have faced in it. So this discovery of original Shivlingam of Saurashtra, the first Shivlingam in our ancient entire cultural civilizational history, is something which is very, very amazing, and it's also whatever you call it, revival of Hinduism or revival of Hindu spiritualism, whatever you call, but certainly it is a great moment in the history of
isn't this correct that Somnath, sir, isn't this correct that the Somnath has been the most attacked temple in India's cultural history? More than 8 or 9 times the most attacked temple? Somnath?
I missed your question. Because
I think it's the most attacked temple which was repeatedly destroyed by the invaders. Somnath?
Because Kartikeya, it was the richest temple in the entire country at that point of time, and that's why the attack was not initially so much. The attacker was not so much initially interested in breaking this Shivlingam. He was more interested in the money that was housed over there in the temple. And I have visited Somnath, and as you will probably and your viewers will always know that in spite of all those attacks, Ahilyabai Holkar tried to revive the original temple that was destroyed by Muhammad Ghazni, and the modern temple that was built post independence at the initiative of Sardar Patel, most probably stands side by side, but that original temple is also there. And therefore I was only wondering when I heard this news of this discovery and rediscovery of this original part of the Shivlingam, that I was wondering where it would be placed, where will it go into the temple which is the original temple, whether it will go in the temple which was built post independence, or will some other place be chosen to do the consecration of this Shivlingam.
Absolutely. I think that's a pertinent question, but I think this place or the fragment through which this new Shivling has been carved will find a place in Somnath. I think this journey is less on the side of the ritual, but more on the side of the reconnection of people of Bharat with its own past. I think that's how I locate this journey, because things you worship too are in relationship with larger things, and I think that larger thing is our history, our culture, our tradition, which people thought were either lost or were myths. Like for example, the affidavit in the UPA1 described the Ramasetu as a myth, and the government then had to change it when there was a furor in the country. I still remember it. In the UPA1, Ministry of Culture had to change it. So well, it's the society has taken a turn. It's about larger consciousness. One will have to wait and see how and where they restore it. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me on this conversation, because this was not a debate, and that's all on 1.1. On the other side, we will discuss, is Kejriwal seriously thinking of quitting Delhi politics and joining Rajya Sabha as AAP move to field him there, as the bipole has actually sparked a buzz because a sitting MP has been made to resign and fight the election.
Hello everyone. We have the biggest announcement of 2025, especially for cricket fans. We're bringing a golden chance to win a free trip to the UK